You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go. Wide, get wide.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try the left side. It's Vaughn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, 53's mine. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Joker's hang on. Let's go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Hey. Check, 53's mine. Here we go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hey, come on.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have... Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is...
Jackson now. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Redskins nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down to very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 4. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, this is Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
53, check 53. You'll never read. You'll never read. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready, ready. Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Number 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. This time Jackson will throw it. This will be caught by Brown. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tighten up. Tighten up. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check three. Check three. He's gone. He's checking crap.
From the 17, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally... He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tim Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, here's an option play left. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Double dog. That's the way. Check, please.
They'll look to throw. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A huge play there for Washington. 61 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Come off the ball.
2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They'll look to throw here. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check 50, check 50. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
On 1st down, it's Vaughn. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Tucker's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over one.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Tyus Bowser. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for his tight end Reed. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Matt Judon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 22. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A deep ball for Dotson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Trey Quinn, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, it's Vaughn. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tim Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
It's a turnover on downs.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Switch.
They run the counter. Vaughn. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Let's go.
A gain of 15. And a Raven 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Situation. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Vaughn, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Baltimore.
But Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to